All right, well, police officers are in full force on the streets of Beverly Hills tonight.
And looters broke windows along Rodeo Drive. CBS2's Laurie Perez is live in Beverly Hills right now with this update. Laurie.
Yes, it has been quite a day here. Just moments ago, the final grouping of police who had been blocking off on either end of Rodeo Drive here finally cleared out and reopened the road. But this Rodeo Drive is littered with evidence of just what kind of a day it was. Largely peaceful, I would say, but definitely spots of violent destruction. And at about 8 o'clock, it really came to a head here where at this intersection behind me, this is just Rodeo and Santa Monica. That's where police really created a barrier. They were face to face with hundreds of protesters, and they did deploy tear gas. That tear gas deployment sent the protesters running. Hundreds were running. We were among them. We were also running, trying to get away from the cloud of tear gas. It really hit us hard. It was very uncomfortable, very painful, and sent us into a lot of distress. I should say that tear gas only came after many hours of them telling the protesters, warning them that this had been deemed an unlawful assembly and telling them they needed to disperse. Certainly as the curfew, that 8 o'clock curfew came to head, they said you need to move out or, you face possibly getting arrest or enforcement. And that enforcement came in the manner of tear gas. Now, earlier in the day, we were there as protesters. A small fringe of protesters did attempt to get into the Gucci store. They were yanking at the boards that had been posted up in front of the storefront. They were able to get those down. And then they were just throwing everything they could at those glass windows. Some were armed with hammers. We saw people armed with 2x4s. They were throwing rocks or really anything they could, trying to get in. They were not able to breach that. However, moments later, they made their way down Rodeo Drive, and they were able to gain entry to breach into the Alexander McQueen store, where we saw them rush in there. Tons of people rush in there and then come out with arms full of purses and clothing, really anything at all that they could grab. Now, business owners along Rodeo Drive had spent the day trying to board up, trying to get everything out of the windows. All of the jewelry stores and all of the stores here along Rodeo Drive have nothing in the windows on display. They really tried to get everything out of the way. We did speak with a business owner just around the corner. He was trying to keep an eye on his business and watched as protesters smashed his windows. It was disappointing to him, he said, not what he wanted, but he says he is a big supporter of Black Lives Matter and he understands the rage.
Because we're in Beverly Hills doesn't mean that we are not supporting the black community. And that's sad. And I'm very much supportive of it. Just when it happens, I said, guys, let's put something up to support the black community in justice. But to be washed with everyone else and something like this is very sad and heartbreaking.
And if you come down to Rodeo Drive in the days to come, you will see lots of evidence of the protesters being here. They did tag a lot of buildings, a lot of walls, a lot of windows. And you'll see it all around Beverly Hills, not only here on Rodeo Drive. We saw it over on the police station. We saw it on the library. They've really tagged so much around here, broken just a lot of windows as well. But I would characterize it, what we saw today, I want to say, as mostly peaceful. We saw hundreds and hundreds of people marching their way through the streets, chanting, for sure, loudly, for sure, but not doing anything destructive. In what we saw, it was a fringe group of people, 50 people who came down here onto Rodeo Drive and attempted to gain entry into these stores. Oh, I think there was just a car crash over here.
I think we heard
There's not supposed to be anybody on the roads, but as you can imagine, people are driving around and they're looking at the destruction and they're looking at the what's been left behind, perhaps not paying attention to the driving.
Well, you know what, Laurie? Yeah, we see a police officer going right in front of that car. So hopefully they're okay. It looked pretty bad. And, let's go back to you, Laurie. And I know you don't like to be the subject of the story, but, it did happen to you. And I heard you say earlier you've been through many protests. You've covered protests before, and you've actually experienced tear gas before. Was there something about this? Was it different this time? Was it stronger?
Yes, I have. I've covered riots and demonstrations around the country throughout my career. I've been tear gassed. I've been I've had pepper sprayed. It might have been our proximity to where the police were, but it was definitely, it hit me much harder than it has in the past. I really was having a lot of trouble breathing, and as you can imagine, you start to panic a little bit because it's such an uncomfortable sensation of not being able to breathe. Thankfully, there were a lot of people around, and everybody was passing out water and trying to make sure that everyone around was okay. So I was able to get a hold of things after, taking some moments to get down on my knees and try and breathe in and get everything out of me. I described it earlier on the news as, not to be graphic, but when you are tear gassed, everything pours out of you, out of your eyes, out of your nose. It's all just pouring out of you. And it's very unpleasant, and I don't wish it on anyone. But we're okay now. My photographer, we have security with us today. We all got hit, and we're all okay at this point, which is great. Thanks.
Yeah, we can see you, Laurie. You look a lot better right now.
But we thank you for describing what it feels like for our people at home that are watching this, and they understand when tear gas is used or why it is used, but don't quite know how it feels. So we don't want that to happen to you, but we're glad that you were able to share that with us, and you were willing to share
Tell
that.
your story. All right, Laurie, thank you.
Thank you.